This is Edward casting live on Justin.tv/EdwardStarcraft. We're watching this game between Crush, who will be the Protoss player on the left side, and Mioang, who... What? Mioang? Funkenstein! Funkenstein!
Right.
On the right side. I am just...
That's alright.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in your brain, man. He's in there. He's in there rooting around and doing stuff.
I'm just, watching the chat too much. Okay, so Funkenstein over here. This is going to be the last game of the finals round for Karma Minor League 1v1 Season 1. We've had 3 wins from Crush, 3 wins from Funkenstein, each one winning one game. Like, it was back and forth. Crush wins 1, Funkenstein wins 1, Crush wins 1, Funkenstein wins 1, Crush wins 1, Funkenstein wins 1. And then this is the last match here. Both players have 3 wins. This is a best out of 7. That means whoever wins this match gets to take Karma Minor League 1v1 Season 1. The winner, the trophy, the glory.
Yeah, they're gonna
spine crawlers.
High five for Mioang. That's
Exactly.
pretty much it.
You get a high five from Mioang. Wow, and this will be on Shakura's Plateau. Shakura's Plateau is one of the bigger maps of this. Both players love to have long, epic macro games. Let's see what happens today. This is being casted for Karma Starcraft. Karma Starcraft is a Starcraft clan. It's 3 weeks old, and it's comprised of Redditors. Redditors, that's the name for people who read the social news website Reddit. And Reddit, people can create their own sections, and there's this highly active section called EdwardStarcraft. And EdwardStarcraft, they've done a lot of great things in the past, a lot of great things really recently, actually, especially with the Starcraft Reddit Invitationals.
That was great.
And yeah, I mean, that was pretty fun. We got to see a lot of professionals, and then some people from Starcraft Reddit were like, hey, we should create a clan, and they did. It's called Karma. It's 3 weeks old, already putting on great events like this event. Thank Mioang, the one with 1 0 or 1 O and 1 E in his name, in the chat. And yeah, thank Mioang for this. Also, I'm joined here by Wombat. Hey, Wombat.
Hey, how's it going?
Just my sidekick for today.
Yeah.
And
Sidekick. That's kind of racist, you know.
Sidekick?
It's not. No, it's not racist. I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
You sounded worried. It's not really.
That's like, huh?
You're okay.
I wasn't paying attention to U.S. history, so or Tom Sawyer, so I don't know all of the racist terms, right? See, that's why you don't ban Tom Sawyer, or no, it's not Tom Sawyer, it's Huck Finn, right? That's why you don't ban Huck Finn from schools, because otherwise people don't know what racist terms are, and how will you not use racist terms unless you learn them?
How are you going to learn how to be racist if you can't read what racists were doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Okay. Well, Karma Starcraft, they're a new clan. They're great. If you want to learn more about them, get in their tournaments and stuff, join the clan. Go to www.karmastarcraft.reddit.com. Reddit is spelled R-E-D-D-I-T. There's also a link in the bottom of my stream page on Justin.tv. It says, a proud member of Karma, and then you click on that, and then it goes there. But yeah, so this week is the Minor League tournament. Minor League, meaning bronze, silver, and gold players. Next week, we'll have the Major League tournament, which will be Platinum, Diamond, and even Masters League players, which should be, even more epic than this. I mean, sorry, all of the players here, but it will be...
Sorry, you already said it.
Yeah.
You can't unsay it.
Yeah, I can't unsay it.
Just commit. Just commit to it.
I'm being racist again, so...
Yeah, you're racist against all the little, the bronzies.
Yep, exactly. So anyways, that's a bit about it for the announcements, I think. And let's see how this game is going. So we see Crush right now with a probe over here hidden in Funkenstein's base. Not sure what it will be. And then we do have Crush going for... Oh, what a surprise! 3-gate robotics facility build! I was not expecting that.
No! Not Crush. He never goes 3-gate roboted. Whatever. I give up. It was going to be a good joke.
Yeah.
Sorry, I failed you on that one.
No worries. Okay, well, we do see Funkenstein with a bit of a small army. He's also getting a few early defenses, making sure that Crush, his opponent, can't do any sort of early shenanigans. Crush, he's not going to worry about it. He's just going to take an early expansion of his own. Now,
it could be good if he handles everything nicely, knowing that he's not going to see a lot of aggression out of Funkenstein until he's 200.
Yeah, and Funkenstein not seeing this Nexus just yet. Funkenstein, if he sees it right now, you can see Funkenstein has a pretty comparable army value. Right now, he actually not with the income advantage. I thought he might have been, but Funkenstein, he could just easily pump out a few units, overwhelm Crush right here and then. But I guess he's not going to be doing it. I mean,
no, he locks in. He really does. He locks into that macro build, and I think if he does end up in the higher leagues, that's going to really hurt him, because people are going to be like, oh, you know, this guy's expanding like right away. I'll just go push him.
Well, I mean, most high level Zergs will do this early expansion. It is very common because Zerg is one of the few races that can pull this off. The reason is because your hatchery can produce both army units and drones. And so it's really nice to have 2 hatcheries at the start of the game, and like Idra does this, basically every high level Zerg does this. There are like a few exceptions to the rule. I mean, there's always multiple ways to play the game, but most Zergs do like playing it this style.
I like the spine crawlers. He's worried. I like really bothered Funkenstein.
Yeah, and we see over here Crush really on the defensive as well. Funkenstein, he needs to be working on his scouting. I mean, I guess now he does know that there is a base over here. Now that he knows that there's a base here, Crush investing heavily into sentries, into cannons and stuff. Crush won't be able to push out for some time. So Funkenstein, I think this is a great time for him to get a 3rd base or even a 4th base. But he doesn't quite have the right response. He's still in his pre-programmed program, and that's one thing that really distinguishes a bronze, silver, gold level player from a platinum, diamond, and even a masters level opponent, is that these lower level players, they stick to the plan, right? And the higher level players, they assess the situation and they decide where to go from here. So seeing this, Crush, not really many attacking units. These sentries, great for defense, great for helping attacking units. They're not really. I mean, they do decent damage. They do about as much. Slightly less damage than a Marine, so decent damage, but I mean they're good at helping do damage. They're not good at really doing damage themselves. So knowing that more experienced player might will definitely get it, especially with 900 minerals that Funkenstein has. What did he just build? He's building 6 Mutalisk and 20 Zerglings. So he's going with a Mutalisk and Zergling strategy that we often see.
An infestation pit.
He's also getting an infestation pit. Not quite sure if that's for the hive upgrades or if that's for something else. He's getting a 3rd hatchery inside his own base. I'm not sure why he's doing that. I mean, definitely it's going to be useful for Zerglings, but he could also get a hatchery over here, for example, and that he actually is. He could get one over. Yeah, exactly.
He's probably going to get those mutas to pick up that other hatch and take it somewhere else,
Yep, those mutas. Shenanigans over there. So we do see these Mutalisks coming in. It looks like Crush already ready for those Mutalisks with some cannons. But now these Mutalisks, nice thing about them is they can pick off anything that's undefended. This pylon undefended, hey, that's 100 minerals worth of damage. Let's take a look at the units lost up. There are basically no units lost for either players just yet. So this is really funny. Like, no units lost 13 minutes into the game.
Yeah, just going to go 200, smash. And then, whoever reinforces faster, which is probably going to be the Zerg.
Yeah, so he's really going with this Mutalisk and Zergling strategy. He has, however, less harvesters than his opponent. Because, Zerglings do take a lot of larvae, and this may definitely be to his detriment in the long run. But this should be interesting to see. I mean, I don't think Funk has a lot of experience going with this Mutalisk and Zergling strategy. Because, he poked in, yes, and then he saw some stalkers, and he's like, okay, time to head out. But then he could, you know, wander around, see what else he could do damage to. Like, this pylon is undefended, this pylon's undefended, this pylon's undefended. You know, if there are no units here, even this stuff is undefended. All of this stuff undefended until your opponent gets there, and then again, trying to go in through here, trying to engage directly. Not the best play for Mutalisk, but he does have a good number of Mutalisks. It looks like he may be able to take out, you know, a good number of Stalkers. The Stalkers do have Link, however, so they'll be able to take out, you know, do some extra damage to those Mutalisks. But now, you know, Crush with additional income over here. Now, usually we've seen Funkenstein with pretty good scouting. He, you know, sends Overlords to creep up enemy, you know, potential expansion sites, and this time he's not. And I would love to see him move around his Mutalisk a little more, see, oh, are there people here? No, there aren't. Are there people here? You know, just to check around the map. And, you know, if he can contain Crush to 2 bases, I think this is going to work out very well for Funk. You know, he already has very highly mobile force with those Mutalisks, but again, he's not using them properly. And now he's forcing
Crush is supply capped at the moment.
Oh yes, he is supply block, and he's forcing Crush to really just, you know, put up more defenses. Like another cannon over here. This Mutalisk trying to take out the cannon, taking that out actually pretty quickly, sustaining no losses. Stalkers back in here, losing 1 Mutalisk, and taking damage from some other Mutalisks. And, you know, they should really just try going around different edges, poking whatever. But, you know, that's Funkenstein. I think he's definitely newer to the style. So you know, that's okay.
I feel like he's sort of hit his sort of like processing cap. Like normally he's on top of super quick expansion, getting his overlords out and poop and creep everywhere. And I think this the mutas are now like that's what's taking up those extra processor cycles in his brain. He's like, okay, I got to poke in and do this, and you know, he's focusing really heavy on that.
But, you know, one thing that I do want to point out is that Funkenstein, he does have a pretty high APM. He has 96 APM, 64 for Crush. And, you know, usually I don't talk about APM since it's kind of silly. But, you know, that is a relatively high APM, especially for a Bronze, Silver, Gold. My APM is like 75. And, you know, I managed to beat Masters level players sometimes. But I mean, I'm a Diamond player. Looks like he's going to try to do some more damage. Blink Stalkers work wonders against Mutalisk, sustaining some losses over here. 1 Mutalisk dying.
And did he take out that probe that was down there? No, I don't think he did. Or maybe he did, and I just missed it. I think I just missed it because he wasn't there anymore. So ignore me.
Now Crush mining out of his first base. He needs to get a second expansion. It doesn't look like he's looking to move in at all anytime soon. He's like, oh, I gotta put photon cannons everywhere, you know. This Mutalisk strategy is really making him overreact. Look at how many minerals he just used up on these photon cannons. He's just cannoning up his own whole entire base. And funny thing is, like, Funkenstein could just fly around the back and be like, hey, pylons, free pylons, yum yum yum, nom 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 nom. But anyways, it looks like a death ball coming in from Crush over here. A lot of Zerglings from Funkenstein. They have no upgrades, however. A lot of Zerglings, and I'm not sure how well they'll be able to do. And they're going up this ramp. No, Funkenstein, don't go up that ramp. That makes it easier for the Colossi to kill you. You want to be engaging on these wide open spots. The Mutalisks are way out of position. The Colossi are just frying these Zerglings really quickly. And no, it looks like Funkenstein, bad engagement over here. And these Mutalisks are trying to fly in to do some help. They might actually be able to clean this stuff up, though. They might actually be able to clean this up.
Very big mutable.
Yeah, I know. The sentries need to be using Guardian Shield right now. They're not. The mutas are dying. There's 34 roaches on the way for Crush. Sorry, not Crush. Funkenstein. 34 roaches coming out. The Mutalisk almost dead. And those roaches. Ooh. This is going to be close, but I think this reinforcements from Funkenstein might just win him the game. Some force fields being put down here, but he does manage to fend off this attack. Those Mutalisks may be able to finish off these Colossi. 27 kills. It's an Executor Colossi over here from Funkenstein. Wow. And the Mutalisk doing some damage here. Doing some damage. Blink. Killing these Mutalisks. Some roaches coming in here.
The roaches are going to follow him home there, yeah.
The roaches, unfortunately, without the speed upgrade, I don't think they'll be able to do much. They're not going to get in range of the Colossus, and they don't have any sort of weapons upgrades or anything. But Crush, these are the last of his army. this is the lone last of his army. Funkenstein, I think, needs to be scouting around more because Crush still on 1 base. Crush, his income at 740 compared to the 1060 of his opponent, Funkenstein. Funkenstein now getting chased around. He doesn't have the speed upgrades.